Welcome back to my channel. This your girl Lemon here with another reading here on Reminiscence. Thank you so much for tuning into this message, and I hope it finds you well. If you're new or returning, welcome. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel before you go. Go ahead and do that right now. All right, thank you in advance to all my likes and subscribers. All right. Be sure to leave a comment below should this video resonate with you, the message. Share some of that positive energy. All right. This is going to be a general reading for, I'm getting Capricorn. Capricorn energy it is. Okay. So this is for anywhere you have Capricorn in your chart, whether it's a planetary, placement, or you could check the house where Capricorn energy sits in your chart. All right, we all have Capricorn energy in our natal charts. So this message can resonate for anyone. Place the message where it fits. Ooh. You can place the message where it fits. Don't force it. Alrighty. I know I got poked in the finger with these little crystals over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and thank Archangel Michael for being a protective guide during this portal experience. As he go ahead and clear the energy, keep the energy clear, removing any negative vibrations, lower vibrations, and allow the energy to pour in for Capricorn energy from divine source wisdom, so that this may be a message of clarity, truth, of course, but ultimate clarity is what I'm getting that needs to be here at this time, especially at the time of this recording. Mercury is retrograde in Capricorn about 6 degrees, and it's trining over to Jupiter and Taurus, 5 degrees retrograde. Okay, and it's sextile right now with the moon that just went over Saturn and Pisces. So we definitely got some energy here for Capricorn energy, where we're going over, our responsibilities and where our hidden gifts or talents may be at this time, and not being too focused on the lack mentality, being more focused on embracing the fact that maybe in this physical reality, whatever we feel like is missing for a reason, and learning to accept that versus pining over why it's not here, when is it coming, is it even gonna, if it's even gonna show up. We need to release those by just accepting the fact that, hey, maybe at this time, I don't have that. I don't have this right now in my physical reality, and it's okay. It truly is okay, and I can accept that at this time and move our vibration into one that is more aligned with, our strength, our connection to being here, the I am that I am. So we have Seagull. Now is the time for deep emotional healing. Yes, I feel like if there's something you feel like is missing, you need to be aware that the test, the mental test of the situation is honestly just acceptance. We have the snow leopard. Okay. Take some time out of your usual life to spend it in solitude. And then we have the chimpanzee. Use both your intuition and intellect to solve the problem, to get questions to your, get the answers to your questions. And at the bottom, we have the blue heron. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. So yeah, I do feel strongly about this deep feeling like you're missing something. You're missing out on something. You're missing someone. Okay. Like, don't get caught up in the lack. Okay. And it can be kind of triggering, especially this time of year when everything's all about, you know, people showing off what they have, sharing what they have. All right, Saturnalia is between now and the 24th of December, which was a Roman celebration for Saturn. And this was a time where for 7 days they gave way to doing everything pretty much opposite of what they would normally do during the year, which means like they would get into some trouble, having too much fun, maybe going a little bit overboard with the fun. But it was just to, you know, Capricorn has that energy where although they can be very meticulous, very serious, very straight to the point, and they don't really pull punches. They also have a side that's just as equal where they're funny, they're silly, and they like to have fun, right? And it's easier to have fun when you know all your ducks are in a row. It's easier to allow yourself to indulge in the pleasure of, you know, enjoying life when you know that everything that you've been working for or you've worked hard on is set to the best of its ability, to the best of your ability. You did the best that you can. You put in the necessary work, and you deserve this break. You deserve this vacation. You deserve this gift. You deserve, you know that because it equates to the worthiness. You put in the work, so you know how worthy you are. And at this time, especially with the retrograde going on, you could feel like you put in the work, you did the time, and you know what you're worthy of, you know what you deserve, and you may not see that physically showing up the same way. Let's get into this deep emotional healing. I don't feel like you should degrade yourself or give up on what you know to be true for you. This is all about acceptance of who you are and where you are. I think that's the real test. Here's Capricorn energy showing up with the 2 of coins, the King of coins, more earth energy, and then the 8 of swords. Yeah. It's been a lot of juggling throughout the year, a lot of hard work that's been put in to be this King of coins. And we have this 8 of swords here that's showing us like you may be shedding, which, yeah. You may be shedding, you know, certain thoughts right now. It's very important for you to share certain thoughts right now regarding worthiness. You're still learning how to do something. You're still learning how to manage something. Juggling. I could definitely see this as taking on a new position at this time. Clearly, you're qualified for this position, or else it would not have been given to you. However, you feel like there's some type of intimidation behind the scenes as well, underneath your shell. I'm getting Shakira underneath your clothes. When it's all in behind closed doors and concealed spaces, you may feel like you're not really sure if this was the right thing to do, if this is the right position to take on, if these responsibilities were, you know, something you can really handle. You might be questioning that, and you really need to get out of your head and get it into the present moment of what do you want to focus your energy on. Because if you're trying to juggle whether it's the right or the wrong thing as you're moving, you know, this weight, as you're moving this, you know, a responsibility on your back that you're choosing to accept, you know, you could really, really limit yourself from a lot of opportunities. And this could definitely come from an overwhelming need to, you know, grow up kind of fast, be an adult very early in life, or be more mature at a very, very young age without even understanding exactly what's going on in order to keep the peace. So it didn't allow you to express as much emotion as people who normally at that young age range would have been able to express, or not even have to worry about, honestly. But you had to. So in the process of you juggling, withholding your emotional expression and having to be the more mature or the more adult, you know, person, you have to grow up pretty quickly in the situation. It kind of blocked you from feeling like you had permission to feel those feelings of inadequacy or fear that you may make a mistake. Like it wasn't really room for that to take place in some way or another. And carrying that now into, you know, each time, or even specifically maybe there's this specific project in your life where you have more responsibility, you're battling those same emotions and feelings from the past of whether you feel like you're actually qualified, even though you put in the time and the work to get it done. So take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. Yeah, this is escaping that. Yep, cutting it away. Yeah, having some grace for yourself. Escape that old way of thinking. Make a head over heart decision. Remove or detach yourself from those memories of feeling like you're inadequate, or you were only inadequate because of your age. Obviously, there's some type of hurt and there is some type of pain of being cut off from the expression of your youth in certain situations as a youngster, when you're forced to grow up and do things in a very mature way that you may feel like you were not really, you know, equipped to handle. However, thinking about it from a higher perspective, we all chose to come here. We all chose to be here and live out a path or a purpose. So even though the human part of us may have felt, you know, we can't have as much fun as everyone else, we can't enjoy life as well as other people, we can't have that type of career, we can't have that type of, you know, lifestyle because we are being groomed or we were forced to learn about a lot of things at a very young age that didn't allow us the type of innocence that we see other people have or can even continue to have in their life. And to carry from youth into adulthood that I feel like I'm still not qualified is just an illusion. And the people or the places or the thoughts or the things that keep encouraging those, you know, triggering those, you know, emotions and feelings and behaviors, they need to be cut off. And you're able to do that in your solitude because the only person you have to deal with is you. The only person you need to speak with is you. The only person you need to heal and love on and accept as is, honoring the fact that, yeah, as a human, that experience may have brought you down to feel a lower reality. But in the higher mind, when you look at it from a higher perspective, from your higher self perspective, you are fully equipped to do exactly what needed to be done. You're fully equipped even now to do what needs to be done. It's the programming that you can choose to have control over should you may. That can allow you to either heal or continue to be extremely immature at this time. So use both your intuition and intellect to solve the problem. 6 of Wands, 9 of Wands. So there is something you want to walk away from. And that makes more sense now, to make a stand for what you believe and do is right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole new way to go about doing something. If you feel like this is too much, whatever's being done right here, you may feel like this is too much, or you need more support because you're juggling so much trying to be the king of coins. And then there's that mental prison that you may be putting yourself into. You need to come out of that. You really need to come out of that. And with this intuition and intellect working together, it's like you were praised. You were praised for accepting, you know, the juggling, the stress. You were praised for that, right? But now you're ready to walk away from unnecessary stress and move on to something that's you got each source here, each spot. You're ready to move on to something that's a lot more peaceful. And it could just be, again, could only be a shift in your mental energy. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to physically walk away from something. I think that's the real concern here, is trying to figure out, should you physically leave something, or, you know, how else are you supposed to see yourself through this? Because you kind of want to escape, you kind of want to run away from it. In all honesty, you only need to shift your mentality. You actually can handle and do this. Maybe you need a timeout, maybe you need a break, a 5 to 10 minute meditation session, or you need a few days off to get your mind right and heal your soul. Going back to that childlike excitement, finding it somewhere inside of you with this 2 of Cups, feeling that joy that anything positive can really happen at any given time, and allowing the universe to serve that to you, which means you have to get rid of that old mentality. It may have came from your father, okay? It could be a father that has passed away, okay? But this mentality or this emotional hole of feeling like you're not good enough, or you need to do better, or you need to be more than what you already are, it's all an illusion. You're already equipped to be in charge or take charge of your life. And you need to give up with this Ten of Wands. You need to go ahead and release, you know, having that type of mental strain or that type of relationship with yourself, feeling like, you know, you need to be beaten or whooped, or you need to be shamed, or you need to be, you know, put down or degraded, because you're still living a human experience. You're still learning. You're still growing, right? You're more than equipped for whatever this position of authority that you have assumed. And when you start to allow yourself to rest your faith in that you have everything you need, even if the physical things that you feel are missing in your life, when you accept them as not here, you can still celebrate and bask in the fact that you can still do it even without that stuff or those people. It's still possible. Because again, just like when you were in your youth and you were cut off from having that expression to being more mature and moving forward, the same thing is happening right now. Don't allow your emotions to cloud your judgment in doing what is right. Because just like back then, you were fully equipped to handle the task at hand, whether you were aware of it or not. You need to be aware of it now. You're fully equipped with what you have available to you right now, and you don't need anything less or more, because again, you agreed to this. You agreed to this assignment. So you're fully prepared already with what you have. You don't need more. You don't need more. That's the human ego side that's afraid. You have everything you need already. And you need to have faith in that. Allow yourself to sit in that faith of knowing that you have everything you need. You are built and made to get through whatever it is that's going on, whatever challenge that's before you. You are already built for it, or else you would have never walked through this situation. It would have never arrived to you if it wasn't made to be this way for you on purpose. So here's the moment of detachment. Okay, here's the moment of detachment, the moment of clarity with this judgment. The judgment is, you have everything already. Accept it and acknowledge, hey, I have everything I need already. I literally have everything I need. I have more than enough of what I need. And anything that I feel that may be lacking or missing out of my human comfort speaking, it's okay to feel that way. But that doesn't mean that I'm actually lacking in anything. It just means, I need to do, I need to be more grateful for what I do have and focus on and appreciate what I do have. Because what you appreciate appreciates, right? And then, you know who comes in? The Cavalry. The Cavalry. The Cavalry, your higher self is like, okay, boom, you're ready now. That's how it comes. That's the magic. All right. Accept. The judgment is accept where you are. Know that everything you have now in your physical awareness is the way that it should be right now, right here, right now, in the present moment. Accept all that is with a grateful heart. and let it go. And let it go. And watch how fast things turn around, because you chose to stop looking and paying attention to what's missing, and you chose to pay attention to the fact that you are more equipped to handle it than you thought you were. And then all these ideas, all these, synchronicities just start to appear and pop up and tell you, hey, we're with you. You're not alone. You're being supported by the divine source wisdom. Continue to move forward despite what you think you don't have. Because it's vibrating its way to you. But that blockage is the fear of not being enough or having enough that needs to be removed. And you're doing the work every time you accept the fact that you don't need it. Jamie Foxx voice. Okay. So I'm going to end it there. Happy energy. Thank you so much for tuning into this message. And I hope it finds you well. Until next time.